Hey folks, hope you're all doing well. Today we're exploring one of London's most beautiful parks, Regent's Park. Now I came down from the West End after spending the morning shopping, and the easiest way I find to get to Regent's Park from the West End is to go straight down Great Portland Street till you hit Great Portland Street Tube, and then it's a short walk across the Marylebone Road to enter Regent's Park. Now when you enter from that entrance, you'll come across the Broad Walk. These are, you can see from the video, long tree-lined lanes filled on each side with beautiful flower beds, pot plants. There's lovely shrubs, and it's really worth noting how well these gardens are maintained, because not all the parks in London have gardens like this. Another thing you will also see in Regent's Park, there are a lot of fountains as well. In summer they work. I'm not sure if you visit in winter whether they switch them off because the water might freeze and burst the pipes, but definitely in summer they were working. Now, one of the other things I like about Regent's Park is it has a lot of seats. I was here during the week. It was a Friday, and it wasn't that busy. It does get busier on the weekends, especially in summer. But if you can't find a seat, the other good thing about Regent's Park is it has plenty of, places where you can sit, relax. You don't necessarily need to sit on a park bench if you can't get one. So when you leave the Broad Walk, it's only a short stroll to the Rose Garden. If you're driving, you can see there is parking around here. And this is now the entrance to the Rose Garden. When you enter the Rose Garden, you'll see this person holding a watering can, and they've been there ever since I can remember coming to Regent's Park. The Rose Garden is very, very popular. If you go on the weekends, it will be quite busy. And actually, even during the week, I was there on a Friday, and you can see it is still quite busy. Now, after leaving the Rose Garden, we are strolling along by the lake, and you can see this really, really picturesque little waterfall. There's always people taking photos of this with their children and that, and we can have a listen to the lovely waterfall now. Now, Regent's Park has lots of places to explore with lots of paths, and you will see some interesting things, like this lovely cat on a leash. Seemed to be enjoying the park just as much as everybody else. The other good thing about Regent's Park is it does have these maps all over the place, unlike some other parks, so you can always work out exactly where you are, if you get lost. Now, Regent's Park seems to have endless places where you can just sit down and relax, and it's not only the Rose Garden that has roses. You can see here, this is just off where the waterfall is, and this is like another little beautiful rose garden that I came across. Now, Regent's Park does have cafes. I came across 2 of them on this walk. I think it has at least 3, and this one was quite large. The other one was more of just a shop where you took your coffees out, but you can actually sit down here and use the restrooms. Regent's Park has the open air theatre, which puts on shows during summer. They're usually in the evening. I went a few years ago. I don't think they're on during the day. Here's a quick look through the inside, and you can see how close we are to central London. That's the BT Tower. In summer you'll find music playing at the bandstand. There wasn't any music the day I went. I was a bit late, I was there about 5:30, so I think it had probably finished for the day. I end my journey at the boating lake. You can see in the distance the small blue boats that you can rent. There were a few on the lake today, but they were at the far end. So one of the things I like to do when I do these walks is to use my fitness tracker, just so I can see how long the walk was, how long it took, how many calories I burnt. And if we have a look at the walk I just did here, we can see that it's about 5.3 kilometers, but you have to remember I walked from Oxford Street, so there's probably a kilometer there, and because of the videoing, it probably adds on at least another half a k. So to do the walk from Baker Street to Great Portland Street is probably about 3 to 3.5 kilometers. Now, if you're, reasonably fit, or you take your time, a walk like that is, is quite nice for a couple of hours. And, like I showed you in the video, there's plenty of park benches to sit down. There's a lot of open grass. There's cafes where, you can get a cup of coffee. So you don't need to rush when you're doing a walk like this. The whole point of going to a place like Regent's Park is to, relax, get away from the hustle and bustle of the shops, take your time, enjoy the fresh air. Now, one of the other things is, I didn't show you all of Regent's Park. Regent's Park is, probably twice the size of what we walked through. I mean, you can walk, it goes right through to London Zoo. At the back of Regent's Park, you'll find the canal, and beyond the canal, Primrose Hill. Primrose Hill is a great place to get views of London, and I'll be doing a video on that later this year. If you found this video useful and helpful and you've enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you again in the next video of London.